So I heard that that Liv Morgan is taking some time off from WWE to enter to the movie industry. But the thing is, I guess I might have to guess I may have to wait like a year. Well, I don't know. Nah. Well, to to meet to fulfill my dream, even that is to meet Liv Morgan. Well, anyway, she did do a movie before called The Kill Room. You know, I have yet to seen that picture yet, but I will. So, Liv, I wish you good luck. Good luck, in your movie. You know, and we your Liv watchers would love to see you back as much as we love to check your new movie out. Well, even though you're one half of even though you're one half of the women's tag team champions, we sure gonna miss what you can do in that ring. Well, anyway, you know that's gonna lead to a question. If Liv is going to take some time away from the ring to film a movie, what's gonna become come of the women's tag team champions? And that is a very good question. And as far as the Gunther situation should be on Raw, I heard Gunther got suspended indefinitely. So you know, so how long will the suspension take if he did get suspended? Because suppose if Pat McAfee would lift the suspension up and challenge him to a match. That was something thing I would love to see. I would love to see Pat McAfee defend Michael Cole's honor and kick Gunther's ass. Because he needs to realize a loss is a loss. You know, he could have did was ask for a rematch. You know, instead of whining and crying like a big baby, be over losing the world heavyweight weight title. Though there could be times that he can get back, work his way back on the top to get the belt back. I know being the bad being a bad guy is one thing, but taking out your frustrations on the broadcast journalist, that's a different story. I know when you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you're better. Better is one thing. But this is ridiculous. So, what do you guys think of Seth Rollins' new group with Paul Heyman? You know, with that includes Braun Breaker. And you know what this means? Trouble in Raw paradise. So no title would be safe. Because I remember we're back in the day when Paul Heyman, when he was known as Paulie Dangerously, in the days of WCW, you you know controlled almost every single one of the WCW's titles. Those those when he ran a stable called the Dangerous Alliance, in WCW, consisting of Medusa, the 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 world's renowned owned women wrestler that competed all over the world. Well, who later called herself Alundra Blaze in the WWE, and ravishing Rick Rude, one of my favorites, who was the United States champion who captured the title from Sting by injuring his knee to win the title, and stunning Steve Austin, who was already the world television champion, in joining the Dangerous Alliance, because he captured that title, so from tag team ordinary and Midnight Express veteran, beautiful Bobby Eaton. And Austin was managed by his wife, Lady Blossom Jeannie Clark, at the time, before or Jeannie he stepped down, and then the man we now know as Stone Cold Steve Austin took on Paul Heyman as his manager, and that's before Bobby Eaton joined the Dangerous Alliance, along with Larry Zbyszko, the living legend, who began and calling himself the Cruncher, and then the Enforcer Arn Anderson. And at the time, the Cruncher and the Enforcer, they were the WCW World Tag Team Champions, known as the Enforcers, before losing the belts to the team of Cody Rhodes' brother, the 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 natural Dustin Rhodes, who would later be known as Gold Dust, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And then moments after they joined Paul Heyman as Paulie Dangerously, as the Dangerous Alliance. That's when Bobby Eaton replaced the former AWA World Champion, being the living legend, the Cruncher, Larry Zbyszko. Oh, Bobby Eaton, to team with Arn Anderson, to capture the World Tag Team titles, those from Rhodes to Steamboat. So the thing is, will will Heyman's new group be as dominant as the Dangerous Alliance and the Bloodline? Will Seth Rollins or Braun Breaker be the longest reigning world champions with Paul Heyman's guidance? Because I know Paul Heyman, you know, oh, led led various wrestlers to longer reigns as world champions. And you talk about Brock Lesnar to to Roman Reigns to CM Punk, and now is it either Seth Rollins or Braun Breaker? Because we all remember that Braun Breaker was the former NXT champion 2 times surround, and then when he when he made it to the big leagues, he was the Intercontinental Champion, defending that belt against all comers before or losing seeing the belt to Dominic Mysterio in a fatal four-way match involving Dominic's Judgment Day stablemate Finn Balor. Finn Balor, who be whining and crying and belly aching over 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 for being passed over, being overlooked. So so I wonder where Finn Balor there's head be at next. And you know something thing I told y'all. I told you so. I told you that it was Becky Lynch all along that put Bayley on the shelf. I told you so. I told you so. And you know something? Bayley, Bayley and Becky Lynch go way back during their days as NXT to their early beginnings in the main roster. And you know something. Bayley has been a thorn of Becky Lynch's side ever since Bayley came back from an injury when she began joining forming her group called the Damage Control with Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Now and then and then you know Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, they were destined to take those women's tag team titles from Liv and Dom, but it was not to be because Becky Lynch admitted that she put Bayley on the shelf, and I was right. I told y'all, and I told you guys that it was Becky after all. She took the page of Naomi's book that 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 she did what she did with Jade Cargill and did on Bayley. Well, Bayley, Bayley, stay gone and be gone because you're nothing but a has been in my book. You're nothing but a has been in my book, Bayley. You're not the same Bayley that I once seen. No, it's time for you to just give up. Give up. And Lyra Valkyria, you need to worry about that women's intercontinental title because Becky Lynch is gonna take that title away from you. And I told you before that she's gonna take that title away from you come Backlash of St. Louis. Okay, so now, so Liv Morgan says that she's going to take time off of the WWE to film a movie. So what's the name of the movie? Is it a sequel to The Fast and Furious? The Fast and Furious is one of the best movies movies there ever was, and The Rock was part of that franchise. Or is it the Expendables? The Expendables with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Ronda Rousey and Sylvester Stallone and all those guys, all them actors, those great actors, you know. But regardless of what Liv Morgan does with her career as her loyal fan, I will always gonna support her no matter what she does. You know, someday I will meet her. I will meet her one day. But I will always gonna support her career, no matter what she does, because Liv Morgan is a talented is as talented as it comes when it comes to wrestling and acting. I wonder what would it be like if Liv Morgan can can star in the Broadway stage, or perhaps a Broadway musical. Maybe, you know, because once she's on Hollywood, you know, most actors and actresses, you know, even like lend their voice out to cartoons, to cartoon full length movies. She might even going to going to lend her skills with some Walt Disney films, and perhaps, you know, you know, with Liv Morgan's good looks, she may even to make a fine singer. You know, sing some songs. I would love to hear Liv Morgan sing. You know, she could be a fine actress. You know, good actors and actresses make fine singers. But one time I'm Liv did sing, but you know, but she may need practice on that. You know, because one day she's gonna be involved in the musical scene where you know where Liv it will finally improve her skills at singing. You know, the question is, will Liv Morgan can sing? Morgan can lend her voice in a singing experience. You know, you know, it only takes practice. It only takes practice for being a singer. You know, I used to sing in karaoke bars in New Jersey and in Texas, but not anymore. I rather sing in the shower. I rather sing in the shower. Or, to tell the truth, you know, I don't want to do it no more. I rather just stick to dancing and drawing. You know, so the bottom line is, you know, whatever Liv Morgan does, we the Liv watchers, we must support her no matter what she does, and that's a promise, you know, because Liv Morgan is one of the best wrestlers I laid my eyes on, and you know, and you know, it's not about the incidents I had with scammers, trying to get at me by pretending to be Liv. No, it's about our similarities. That's why I became her big fan, because she's from my backyard yard, of New Jersey, but she's not from Newark. She was born in Morristown and raised in Elmwood Park. And I would love to see Liv Morgan, act in lots and lots of films, because she's going to be making more and more and more movies, the same way John Cena and The Rock did. You know, so my hats are off to Liv Morgan. So so I wonder what's the name of Liv Morgan's new movie that she's going to do. Any suggestions, guys? Just hit like and give me your opinion. And don't forget get to subscribe, Abe, on my channel, and follow me on X and TikTok, Lemonade, and you can even follow me on Flip. I just joined Flip. So until then, Wiggles, Liv Morgan or bust, baby. Liv Morgan or bust.